Okay, today the first team we're going to look at is the Philadelphia Eagles from a fantasy football 2013 standpoint. Chip Kelly is the new coach for Philadelphia, replacing longtime coach Andy Reid. Kelly will try and bring his Oregon Ducks offense from college over to the NFL. And if he's successful, probably will have the biggest innovation in offense in the NFL since the run and shoot. Very up-tempo offense, plays called very quickly. It'll be interesting to see if it is successful. This is uh, no huddle on steroids, something that the Patriots and the Broncos use quite successfully, but even at a higher rate of speed. From the fantasy standpoint, the quarterback position is completely up in the air for Philadelphia, so this early in the season, not really worth anyone looking at drafting. They have Nick Foles, second-year quarterback from Arizona. Had solid numbers last year, threw more touchdowns than interceptions, completed over 60% of his passes, but for some reason not very well thought of in Philadelphia. Did struggle a bit later on in the season, and he'll be in competition with Michael Vick, the longtime quarterback. Might fit in a little bit better with Chip Kelly's offense because of the fact that he has the ability to run. And again, if that's the case and he is the #1 quarterback, might have some value from the fact that he could add 5, 6 touchdowns on the ground. However, the last time he was the starting quarterback for the Eagles, he wasn't very good, and not really worth much consideration from that standpoint either. Running back is where the Eagles really shine. They do have LeSean McCoy. McCoy, last year, consensus top 3 pick. Don't know if he really hit those types of numbers. However, he is still a top 5 or 6 back and will definitely go in the first round. I doubt he'll go past pick number 6 during the draft. Good receiver out of the backfield, solid running numbers, and Chip Kelly's offense should put up solid numbers as well. He's backed up by Bryce Brown. Brown, an explosive player who fumbled a tremendous amount in the little bit of time that he had last year on the field, but put up such solid numbers that you have to at least look at him. He could be a solid backup running back. There's probably other backups that are worth more than Bryce Brown, but will get some shots for the Eagles, absolutely, and might be worth something late in the draft. At wide receiver, they do have DeSean Jackson. He's the #1 receiver. Again, another solid player, joined by Jeremy Maclin. Both of those players should be drafted. Both of them should be drafted relatively early. Jackson probably around 5, 6, and Maclin closer to 9 or 10. Maclin averaging about 6, 7 touchdowns over his short career. DeSean Jackson is, of course, a deep threat and a potential breakaway threat on every play that he touches the ball. Tight end is Brent Ciolek. Ciolek is a solid receiver, but with a lot of different tight ends, it's more of a matchup issue. Certain teams, you definitely want him on your team to pick up if he's a free agent, but most of the time he's not really worth someone having on your team. From the defensive special teams categories, the defense is nothing special for the Eagles. Solid, but not great. They don't have a great return game to get a lot of points that way. They'll force some turnovers, they'll get some sacks, but a standard defense, so certainly someone to look at, but not really worry about as far as drafting. Alex Henry is the kicker. Henry hit 11 to 12 field goals from 40 to 49 yards last year, and the Eagles do trend towards possibly scoring a few more points, but I think they're going to kick some more field goals as well. Henry is a solid pick as a drafted kicker. Again, don't ever take a kicker before the last pick of the draft, but he is a very solid pickup. So again, looking at the fantasy positions for the Eagles, avoid the quarterback at all costs. LeSean McCoy is someone that is going to go in the top 5 picks of the draft. Bryce Brown might be a late round pick. Wide receiver DeSean Jackson somewhere around 5, maybe 6. Jeremy Maclin in the 9, 10, 11 category. Brent Seelick is worth drafting, but only as a tight end too. The defense not really worth considering, and Alex Henry definitely a draftable kicker.